What's up, otakus? Well, we got some bad news. Real bad news. Um, Quite shocking bad news. And it's thrown a big wrench. It's kind of ruined this. I mean, not completely. There are silver linings still. Um, and I'll try to focus on those so I don't get too upset. But anyway, the Rose City Comic Con, they posted on Instagram that due to unforeseen or conflicting scheduling conflicts, Peach Momoko will not be attending Rose City Comic Con this year, which is a major bummer. Because sort of my entire plan, the fact that I got this part-time job that I'm now doing to earn money for comic books and that, which we'll continue to do that. It's not like I'm going to quit. Uh, I'll still continue to work and build up that budget. But what's up? What's up, Jay? How you doing? So yeah, Peach Momoko is no longer part of the plans. She's not coming to summer Rose City Comic Con in September. So the question remains whether, hey, Nowhere Bound, what's up? The question remains now whether we'll attend that event in Portland. And there's still some big names coming to Portland. Adam Hughes, Stan Sakai, who else? Dustin Wen. I mean, it's still a pretty packed event. And I'm sure more people will end up coming. But now that Peach is kind of out, we've yet to make a decision on whether we're going to drive all the way down there, attend one day, come back up. Because, like, as great as all those artists are, it's not, maybe Stan Sakai. I mean, I could, but the thing is, I don't have many books by him. And I was hoping to get both his and Peach's signature on a book that they both, have, they both, contributed to in terms of the book. But, I mean, that would have been fun. But now that it's just going to be getting Stan's signature, I don't know if it's worth all that time and effort. But at the same time, we're gonna have this big budget come September. Again, by my calculations, we'll have close to 3,000. We'll have about 2,800, 120 of which I've already spent. Thank goodness I didn't get anything for that event. And again, I haven't gotten SummerCon tickets either because I'm worried that Larry might drop out last minute. And if that's the case, then there's no real prime reason to go to SummerCon other than to pick up books. And so, yeah, Peach Momoko's out. She's out of the event in Portland. Big, major bummer news. I mean, I read that this morning, and it's been weighing on me all day, and I just kind of like, I had all these plans built around. I had all these plans built around meeting her and getting like commissioning her for some work, which is really like was the bulk of where I wanted to throw that budget. And now it's just like I have $2,800, but do I really need? I mean, I'll still pick up books, I guess. I could, again, I think the silver lining in all of this is that we still have Larry Hama at SummerCon. And again, we're going to, I think now that the budget, I was kind of like worried. We wanted to save the budget, work our way toward the Portland event, and have a good chunk of money to spend on our artwork, and buy books down there. Well, now that she's out, again, we're still deciding if we want to go down there, get the ticket, do all that. I mean, we still may, but I know they have a huge event coming up here in Tacoma with local sellers. And if I'm trying to pick up books, like really key books, and get good deals on them, that event in Tacoma is probably my best bet. Sure, I'm not going to get any like artist signatures or anything like that, but yeah, major bummer. But in terms of picking up books, that'll be good. And then this definitely, I think, makes me more focused on picking up the books that I want to pick up. The focus on the Grail books. I mean, my personal Grail books, not like what most people consider Grail books, because I don't have that kind of Grail money. But like for me, spending $1,000 on a book would be like Grail status, right? Especially if it's a book I want. But now it's like I can do that. I can pick up like a $1,000 book, a book that I've been always wanting to add to my collection. So it is what it is. I just kind of roll with. Doesn't change my plans all that much. I mean, it's a big hit to my plans for sure, no doubt. But I'm sure because she canceled this year to Portland, she'll probably be back next year. That's my hope. Or she comes to Emerald City Comic Con, which is my hope. So even come end of summer, I want to have some money saved up. I'd say $800 is a good amount to just keep in the bank, in case like Jim Lee, Mark Silvestri, and Peach all show up at Emerald City Comic Con. We can go to Comic Con, commission, try to get her commission work, and still have money for like a Jim Lee signing event and picking up books. And of course, I'll have a monthly $30 budget come September again. So on top of the $800 that we save, we'll continue to save $30 per month leading up to Emerald City, which is, if it's like anything like this year, it's probably going to be in like early March, maybe April of next year. Thanks for hanging out, guys. So yeah, I got a bit of a bad news. That's true. It just, it is, I think it's good that it happens now as opposed to, like right before the event. Because that would have been really like because I didn't get tickets. That's one major advantage. But imagine if I had gotten tickets and then I'm working, all summer, building up that anticipation and like, kind of like doing all the planning and all that, and then boom, that gut punch were to hit like late August or so, or like that month in September. That would have been a big blow. Um, and right now, it just kind of feels like a disappointment. It's just kind of like, we were hoping, but didn't work out. And luckily, we didn't invest anything into that event yet. I didn't pick up any, Stan Sakai books, or I almost picked up a Simon Bisley book, but I didn't. Um, so we'll see. I think it's still compelling enough to go down there, pick up books, meet those artists, and we'll see. I think Rose City could add a few more names. I'm still hoping Jim Lee might come up. He was a late announcement last year, and so there's all. All right, see you later, Jay. Um, so we'll just see. I think again, I don't have to get tickets right away and commit to that event now. I'm just going to kind of keep it on the back burner, and we'll check up on what artists they add and um, make a decision then. I do want to kind of hang out with Damien in Portland. Um, it'd be cool to. Again, to. He offered for me to stay with him, so I'd arrive the night before, kind of hang out with him Friday night, and then we get up early and head to the con together on Saturday. That was kind of like the initial plans. I don't know if this announcement will change his plans for attending that event, and I don't think it should change mine either, because I think overall I am curious to attend the event down there in Portland. And again, if I have a good time and everything works, it's like another scheduled event that we could have during the year. So it is good to kind of test the waters and see. But um, my main thing is like if Emerald City ends up being like a really well attended event, which I think it will. It was such a financial success this year in the new venue. They have this new venue in the convention center um, that just facilitated like a more profitable event. I guess they just had more people interested in attending to check it out, curious. So it brought a lot of people out. Now, I don't know if that's going to be the case next year, but definitely if I'm an artist and I see that attendance and the kind of money people spent on that event, I'm thinking, hey, let's go to Emerald. So I'm hoping again, Emerald will. I think our fit focus, because we're building up this budget, and that budget was mainly for Portland. Now that Portland's kind of maybe possibly out of the picture, it's still maybe in the picture. We have this budget now, and rather than kind of spend it this summer, I don't anticipate like spending all of it this summer. We'll just focus on picking up sort of the books on my want list and try to pick those up um, for as low as possible. And then whatever we have saved up, again, I think 800 is a good target number, but the more we can save, the better that Emerald City Comic Con event will be. And who knows, maybe Jim Lee comes to Portland or Seattle. And then we can, rather than, focusing on getting peach artwork, we can just focus on getting like one of those remark covers by Jim for $800. So I could pour the money into like a remark for $800. I mean, I would never do that normally, but because we have the funds and it's something I do think would be cool. And I wouldn't approach it like how normal people do it. I would probably ask him to do something within reason, but something he could do very quick that's kind of different from what he normally does. So anyway, my focus now, my focus is now is going to be on SummerCon. And, I have I had a $400 budget heading into SummerCon. I picked up a lot of books. It's June? It's like June 9th, June 10th. I've already picked up, I believe, 30 some books. And that roughly translates to about $120 to $130. That's including shipping fees. Some of these were, I had shipped. But I mean, that's a lot of money to have spent in like a week. 130 some bucks on 30 books. Now, luckily for me, many of these, I picked up two additional Jim Lee books that aren't doubles. Okay, we'll reveal what those are when they arrive. I'll probably reveal them. Well, those two books are gonna arrive this coming week, so I could probably reveal those when they come. The other books are on hold for me at Destiny City Comics. Picked up a bunch of books from Destiny, and I'll be picking those up right before SummerCon. So that is another part of the haul. Those are the majority of the books of the 32 I picked up. Those Destiny has the majority of those. And again, they're all books that are going to go into my PC. Yeah, I can confidently say everything I picked up out of these 32 books, everything I picked up are PC books. And that's a big shift from the kind of books I was picking up previously. Yeah, exactly. I think we have bandwidth to make that Portland event and still save some money and not go crazy and meet all those artists and just focus on maybe getting some books signed and coming back without spending a lot. We can enjoy that event. So we'll see. I think it's a thing we can keep. All right. Good night, y'all. Good night, everybody. What other thing? Yeah. So that with SummerCon coming up, we have about 200. Again, I'm not adding my work money to the SummerCon budget yet. I have $400. I had $400. I've already spent 120, 130 of it already. So that leaves us 280, 270, which is enough to still take to SummerCon and pick up books and do everything we have to do. I'm just not coming back from SummerCon with a big book. Because again, I've picked up a lot of these, I don't want to say they're little books. I mean, but nothing's really over nothing's really over $30 in this current haul. Again, 32 books, about $130 spent. We have a couple. I think I have one signed book. out of this entire lot. Yeah, one signed book. And yeah, I just got to stay off eBay for a little bit and just chill with picking up books. Because I picked up a lot so far. And I think what this is kind of pent up. I've always, I've been wanting to pick up stuff, but I just, because, I don't have the budget for it, I just kind of scroll through. I'm like, oh, that's a book I can't buy. It's over my budget. It's over my budget. And now that I have some cash, all that pent up, like, you know, impulse restraint is gone. Well, I mean, I still have it, but I mean, it's like, okay, you can buy some books now. And I've been like looking and picking out, really being critical about like what books I want to pick up. So we will reveal this entire, well, actually, not the entire. All the books that are coming from eBay. I've already shown off two books. I have one, two, I think three books coming this week. I'll reveal those when we get them, because even if because I love doing the live unboxing videos. I'm sure you guys like it too. So whenever I get a book, I'll do a video and I'll unpack it so you can see it. And again, we have three books coming. They're all Jim Lee books, by the way. So they're like three latest Jim Lee additions to the collection. So we'll reveal those when they get here. That'll probably be this week, end of this week, maybe the weekend. But the other thing is, again, the other haul is waiting at Destiny City Comics in Tacoma. I'm gonna go to Jeff's, pick up some books, and I don't know if I'll reveal them right away. I'll probably pick those up. Again, we're probably gonna spend like $15 to $20 at Jeff's. Not gonna go crazy, and then that would still leave us a good $250 for SummerCon. 75 of which is gonna go to. I would say I'm gonna anticipate on spending 100 because I may have to pay for Larry's signature. I'm sure there's like other kind of fees and stuff related, like shipping and whatever related to getting that to Sarasota and back to me. So that leaves us about 150 for like signatures, other knickknack books. And who knows, I may take an additional 100, 200 from the work budget. By that time I will have worked an additional 2 weekends, which should be, there's more than enough there to take a couple hundred additional to SummerCon, just so we don't come back feeling like, man, I missed out on something, because we didn't have enough money. Just take some backup money. Usually taking backup money translates into spending backup money, but we're going to try to be good. Wow, you got your gold book? Ooh. Low grade, Fantastic 452. Is that the first appearance of Black Panther, I want to say? Yeah. The first appearance of Black Panther. Oh man. That's another book I think. Yeah, I also have, like, assuming I don't go crazy and we again have like $2,800 left. That's another book I could definitely pick up. It's one I've been meaning to. For me, it's definitely like a book we'd want to pick up. Definitely, just that it's a beautiful cover, such a great character. So we'll see. I mean, I don't want to get too sidetracked, but that's it's within the realm of possibilities now. And so I think what we're going to try to do is look at the silver linings. I'll have more money now to spend on something else. We'll figure out what that is. But obviously, we wanted the Peach Momoko original art, the commission. And that's something we'll still want. And again, when that will be, we don't know. If I'll have money when that opportunity comes, we don't know. But hopefully I can save money and have that still as a option when that time comes. Yeah, again, I think the books I'm targeting still are Batman 251, the Neil Adams Joker cover, and Agu has generously offered me the book for a set price. And, if he ends up going to SummerCon, I may pick that up from him with the work money. Because I think by the time SummerCon rolls around, I will have more than enough to get that book with the summer work money. And that would be like, for me, one of the big goals of this summer. But it's not the goal. In fact, I actually have a couple of books that I am targeting. I don't want to say that's above that, but kind of as big. And again, I think that's where we can kind of focus our energies now on picking up that big book. And the issue is like finding it, because it's not an easy thing. And I think I mentioned this. I'm trying to get a Golden Age Superman book, low grade. I think the one I wanted to pick up was like number 13. Or anyway, it's one of the ones with like him and Lois Lane flying around. Or am I mixing that up with the Silver Age book that I want? Anyway, there are some books out there that would be good options to invest in. And again, they're, those Golden Age books are really expensive. So if we're going to spend some money on one thing, that would, I think, be a good thing to target. And also there's just original art, there's signed books, there's just a lot of different things that could capture my fancy between now and September. Again, not going to try to spend everything. Yeah, so many books, not enough money. Absolutely right, Joe. Which is why you need to really be disciplined. And I've kind of lost my discipline this first week, but I intend to regain that discipline moving forward, especially through the summer, so that we have some funds. All this work and whatnot is not going to all be spent, but we'll save a good chunk of it for that rainy day opportunity that arises, and then still have enough to pick up again what's on our checklist, our want list. So I'm going to kind of take a semi-Unmyeong approach, meaning we want to take some money to SummerCon, see what's there, see what prices we can pick them up at, and we got to target another event this summer. Whether they're just local mall events, whether they're actual like comic shops,
or again, that event in Tacoma where the local sellers come. That's probably my best bet to have a good large selection of books with local buyers who oftentimes really give you good deals and good prices. So those are the options. So a little bit of an update, a little bit of bump in the road, but um, I'll manage. I'll get through. It's a little disappointing, but trying to look at the positives. And again, we're just going to continue to work, build up that budget, and see what we pick up. So I'm going to have 3 books this week. Stay tuned for that. We're going to SummerCon in 2 to 3 weeks. Stay tuned for that. And I'll reveal everything I pick up, and including the books I kind of have on hold and will pick up by the time that event is done. And we'll do a big reveal on that. Hopefully, well, I'm working that weekend, so hopefully the following week, maybe that night, I could probably go on Friday night and do it. We'll reveal what we got and then prepare for work the next day. So thanks for hanging out, guys. Uh, Stay tuned. It's not the end of the summer, but definitely plans have kind of been shot, and we'll figure out what we're going to do, how to recover after this, um, and continue. Yep. See you next time.